Hi everybody, welcome to yoga. My name is Sarah. So for your practice today, you'll need a yoga mat or a beach towel. If you haven't ever done yoga before, that's okay. Beach towels work great. We won't be doing anything too vigorous today. Some gentle spine stretching, hip opening, stuff like that. If you have a nice open space, you really only need like 2 foot by 6 foot. If you have pillows, grab a pillow. If you have a large book or a bolster, grab that. And again, you don't have to have anything fancy to have a yoga practice. Especially you don't need anything crazy new to start. Just carving out the time is enough. So if you have those props, you can keep them handy. And we'll get started lying flat on our back on our mat. I want you to take your feet to the wide corners of your mat. Heels in, toes out. And take your shoulder blades to the earth. The back of your head finds the mat. And wiggle out any squishy parts that might be holding you back from releasing tension from the back of your head all the way down to the back of your heels. I want you to take 3 breaths in through the nose and sigh it out your mouth. Again, deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out the mouth. One more time on your own, letting go of your to-do list, letting go of any obstacle that you had to endure to get here, because I know even finding time at home is really, really hard. Reach your arms up, feet towards the front of your room, full body stretch. Like it's the first stretch of your whole morning, maybe even squeezing the glutes on the in-breath, finding tense and tightness, and then the exhale, letting it go and releasing. Again, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release. Pull your knees into your chest. Make sure the small of your back is on the floor as you pull your head to your knees. And then take your head back down. We'll take some just gentle sways from left to right, massaging the lumbar spine. Beautiful. We'll take our right foot forward, left leg up. And you can catch behind the knee or behind the calf, the shin. And we're not striving, we're not trying to get anywhere too fast. We're using this kind of as like a mile marker. Like this is mile 1. This is how you showed up when you started. We'll revisit this at the end of our class just to see how far we've grown. Beautiful, bend your knee, pull it in. Take a deep breath in. On your out breath, let's cross the midline. Take your knee right and take your gaze left. You can tee out this arm. You can also have it at your side body or as a touch point on the hip. Beautiful, let's bring it back to center. Tee out both arms, take both feet up, flex and point your feet. Maybe some ankle rolls at the top of the pose. And then we'll keep our right leg where it is, extend your left heel to the mat. Again, no ego, no striving, just getting a sense, a general inquiry of how we're showing up. Bend your right knee, inhale, and exhale across your midline. Knee goes left, gaze goes right. Beautiful, come back to center. We'll catch behind the knees and we'll roll up, tucking your chin when you get here into your Navasana. So a lot of our yoga, I would think it's safe to say most yoga poses have core involved. So we like to start with core just to tap into our discipline, our tapas, if you will. So your squishy part, like, sits bones to the mat. You can kind of shimmy and shake out of there. Catch behind your knees, lift your toes. Maybe they just kind of softly plant on the earth. Maybe you take them to 90 if you've been coming to yoga for a while. You find the full extension here, arms at your side. I'm gonna stay here today. This feels good to me. I'm uncomfortably comfortable. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more time, chin up, sternum nice and high. One more big breath in And then on your exhale, let's take our feet down. Give yourself a massive hug. And at the end of the day, your yoga practice is self-love. Heels together, toes together, fingers make a basket underneath your feet. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And on a slow and steady exhale, we're folding forward for our Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. If you have that block or even the pillow handy, we'll be here for about 5 breaths. You can take the block under your pillow, your bolster, and it just kind of makes a space for you to rest. You can rest your head on it. Take 3 more rounds of deep diaphragmatic breath in through the nose and out through the nose, knowing that every exhale is an opportunity to let go of something that no longer serves you today. Beautiful. Next inhale, look up. Release your bolster if you took it or your pillow. Remove your book. And we'll take both feet out in front of us. Again, wiggle out the squishy parts from underneath your sits bones. We'll flex deep into our feet so that our toes are pulling up towards our kneecaps and our kneecaps are lifted, engaging your entire quadricep all the way to the hip flexor. Inhale, lengthen your arms up. On your exhale, tip it forward. We're leading with our lowest rib. Catch your toes, peace fingers to big toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Take 3 more breaths here. I'm very exaggerated because I want you to see the function of the breath. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, square off your elbows, fold. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful, inhale, look up. And then on your exhale, let's swing our legs back into our box pose, your quadruped. Wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, open into your cow. Dropping your belly. Sometimes if you're having low back issues, like right now my back is a little tight. So my cow is probably not going to look like your cow. It might be a little bit minute. Exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the pelvis into your cat or your spooky cat. You can even turn your fingertips around. Beautiful. Inhale, open back to your cow. Gentle sway in the lumbar. Exhale, navel to spine, tuck the chin, tuck your pelvis, cat. Neutral neck, neutral spine, extend the left leg and the right arm. Just a gentle spinal balance here. Nothing too crazy. Noticing what's firing up in the obliques, in the transverse abdominis, that's that deep core muscle. Beautiful. Right hand down, left knee down. Take the right leg out, left hand forward, thumb up. A big part of yoga is awareness. Today I want you to notice everything that has to happen to make your body land these shapes. Beautiful. Left hand down, right knee down. We're curling under our toes, walking our hands up our body, and just sitting down on our heels. This might be super uncomfortable if you've never stretched the arches of your feet before. Many of us haven't. So wherever you're feeling tension, especially in the arch, maybe even in the heel, send some cleansing breath there. Hands to heart. Beautiful. Let's take our hands back to your mat, curl under your toes. We'll slowly roll the hips back for a first down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pedal out your feet. You can shake your head to the right and left. For half of our down dog, we want to make sure that we have equal amount of weight in the hands as in the feet. So if you're looking at just half the down dog, your hips are high. There's a straight arrow moving right up out of your hips, and one moving down your shoulders, down your forearms, and into the mat. Same thing for the second part of your body, the other half. So you have all these opposing forces moving through you. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. On your out breath, let's take a gentle step in between the hands. Halfway lift, inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Root through your heels to rise all the way up, arms up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Arms at your side body. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, fold. Empty out your belly. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant your hands. Let's walk it back this first time around. You can drop the knees for a gentle day, chaturanga. Roll over the toes for up dog or cobra. And then roll back over, hips high, down dog. This is Surya Namaskara A. It's working on flexing and extending the spine. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or float, top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Root to rise, come all the way up, arms up, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lifting, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, walk or float it back, chaturanga. Rolling over the toes, upward facing dog, hips are high and lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 5 breaths here, in through the nose and out through the nose. If you need to modify your down dog, you drop your knees, big toes touch, your knees go super wide, and your hands move forward into child's pose. We'll take 3 more breaths here. The function of the breath is Dirga breath. It's 3-part breath. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. And exhale, chest, ribs, belly. So you bring in awareness to where you're feeling the breath in the torso. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Let's all meet in downward facing dog once again. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or lightly float to the top of your mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up, arms up, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Arms at your side body, we're moving to Surya Namaskara B. This is our Sun Salutation B. So we're warmed up in the spine, we're keeping that. We're moving it through the hips now. Inhale, chair pose. Utkatasana. Your knees are bent and your heels are together. On your exhale, swim forward and down. Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands. We're walking it back, chaturanga. Roll over the toes, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Right leg reaches to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, chin or chest. Plant the foot in between the hands. Dial down the back heel. Warrior 1, 5 breaths. Equal amount of weight in both feet. We have an external rotation in the front leg. Your chest and your shoulders are towards the front of the house. 3 more breaths. If it's too much for your biceps up top, hands to heart or hands to your front leg. Beautiful, chin up, sternum high. 1 more big breath in. On your exhale, hands come down, front foot steps to down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, chin or chest, plant the foot. Dial down the back heel. Warrior 1, 5 breaths. Turn the right hip point towards the front. Open up through the left. We're opening, and on every exhale, we're finding space to soften. 3 more breaths, using that 3-part Dirga breath here. Belly, ribs, chest, and chest, ribs, belly. 1 more deep breath in. On your exhale, hands straddle your front foot. Take it away to down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg lifts. And exhale, step it all the way through. Back knee down, top of the back foot down, arms up, look up, Anjaneyasana. This is a modified crescent lunge. So a lot of times when we get in this pose, we want to go into this deep, massive hip opener, psoas opener. But if you have low back issues, I want you to dial it back. Take more of a 90-90 box with your legs. If you don't have low back issues and you're ready to really rock this into a back bend, you're more than welcome to take your hands, draw a line in the sky with the fingertips, but just know we all have days where our back's tight, and this is always an option for you. Hands you choose, heart, leg, or up. Beautiful. 2 more rounds of breath here. And then on your out breath, hands straddle your front foot. We're shifting the hips back to your half split pose. Great time to use a block underneath your seat. Nose to knee or chin to shin. Beautiful. Let's take one more round of breath. And on your next inhale, look up. We'll start to walk the hands forward, curl under the back toes. Runner's lunge. We're sliding our shoulders in our back pockets. We're looking forward and up. Sternum is nice and high, making lots of room for the hips. Beautiful. From here, inhale, left leg up, standing split. When we hear the word split, some of us may want to run, but split, think of it more as a lever. So wherever this top leg goes, bent or straight, is okay with me. You don't have to get it all the way in the air. One more breath, and then exhale, feet meet top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in, and exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. And exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk or float it back. Watch your block if you put it there, chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, inhale, or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, chin or chest. Plant the foot in between the hands, back knee down, top of the foot down. Arms up for your Anjaneyasana, modified crescent lunge, with the option to take it back into more of a 90-90. And again, if you have no back issues, you're more than welcome to lean into the psoas and take a nice back bend here. I'm going to stay here today. Beautiful. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath. Again, your hands you choose. That's the cool thing about yoga. You can always make it your own, no matter how long you've been practicing. One more deep breath in, and then on your exhale, hands straddle your front foot, hips are guided back. You can use that seat block if you'd like, or on a book. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale for the fold. This left foot can be flexed or pointed. It's a little bit more challenging and intricate with a flexion in the foot. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward. And we'll start to walk our hands forward, curl under the right toes. You're now in your runner's lunge, your runner stretch. Heart nice and lifted. You're up on your fingertips. And you can stay up high where your hips are higher than your leg, or you can sink your hips down low, and that's just a preference. Some of us even might drop our knee. Beautiful. We'll all meet in that standing split lever pose. Again, wherever this foot tracks. One more breath, and then exhale, feet meet top of the mat. Half lift, breathe in,
And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Let's do that again. Exhale, fold. Keep your fold. Let's separate our feet about hip width distance, maybe a little bit more. Right hand to the middle. Inhale, left arm up. And we'll switch sides. Left hand to the middle. And your right arm goes up. Beautiful, both hands down. Hands to hips, bone to bone. We'll roll all the way up. So you take a big step to the left of your mat with your left foot. Right foot tracks forward. Your hips and your shoulders are square to me, and the back foot's at 45 like it was in a warrior. Arms tee out. Deep breath in and exhale, right hand down, left arm up, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Great time again for the block or book. Just makes the ground a little bit closer to you. Tuck that right glute under like you're hugging it into your midline. Left hand reaches as your right hand grounds. Beautiful. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Your gaze can be neutral, it can be down, or if it allows, you can take your gaze up. Top hand and core pull you up. Let's pivot and square our hips towards the front of the house. You will have to shorten your gait for this one. Take reverse prayer hands. I'm gonna exit the pose for a minute. So we take our hands, point them down, thumbs together. Draw a line on your spine until they flip, and you can keep inching them up. This is reverse prayer. Inhale, look up, lift. On your exhale, pull back through your right hip point, fold. This is pyramid pose with an arm variation. If the arm variation doesn't serve you, you can always take your arms all the way down to frame your foot. Beautiful. Release your bind from your hands if you took it. We're taking our block or our hand to about 2 o'clock, pushing off through the right foot for a wobbly pose, your half moon. Left hand to left hip, left foot's flexed. So we can stay here. If that feels okay for you, you can also find the extension in your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Gaze up or neutral. Gaze up will be a challenge. Let's stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Left hand comes down. We're bending deep through the right leg. Plant the left toes. Left hand stays where it is for your dragonfly twist. And then both hands down for your runner's lunge. Back knee down, top of the back foot down, maybe even your forearms down. Beautiful, even fluidity in the breath. We'll curl under the toes again. Flatten out your palms, front foot steps back, down dog, with the option to take a vinyasa here. Beautiful, we'll step our left foot through. Dial down the back heel, we're opening up, preparing for triangle pose. So our left foot tracks forward, back heel is at about 45 degrees. Tee out your arms, breathe in. Exhale, lead with your left hand for your Trikonasana. I like to use a block for triangle. You can use a book, or you can take your hand to the floor or to your chin. Scoop the left glute under. Hug everything into the midline, gaze up. 3 more rounds of breath here. Beautiful, top hand and core pull you up. Scooch in your back foot, shorten your gait. We'll take reverse prayer hands. Inhale, look up. Exhale, Lead with your lowest rib, pulling your left hip point back, chin to shin or nose to knee. This is your pyramid pose with the arm bind variation. Last 2 breaths here. Beautiful. Slowly release your hands down. Left hand will find about 11 o'clock or so. We're pushing off through the left foot. Right hand to right hip, find a flexion in your right foot. This is half moon. And again, this leg can be like a lever too. So if your half moon looks like this, what we're looking for is an open hip over this length and height of the leg. So if your hip's open and your leg's here, that's better than if your hip wasn't open and your leg's up here. Arm up, and maybe gaze follows hand for 3, 2, and 1. Both hands down. Bend the left knee, plant the right toes. We are back in your lizard lunge. Hands move to the inside of the left foot. Back knee down. You can take your shoelaces down. You can take your palms down, your forearms down. Beautiful. Curl under your right toes, plant your right hand, dragonfly twist. And then left hand comes down, right foot scoots back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, chin or chest. Plant the foot in between the hands. Dial down the back heel. We're in warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. So we have an external rotation in both the legs. Arms are teed out. Inhale, flip your palm, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. And on your exhale, left knee bends for your Skandasana. So that's a wonky transition. So it's an inhale, reverse, and an exhale, left knee bends. If you missed it, inhale, reverse warrior, exhale, left knee bends. We can find a big open diagonal here, or you can interlace your fingers, tuck your chin. Beautiful. We'll walk it to the front of the house. Curl under the back toes. Inhale, crescent lunge. So now we're high up on the ball of the back foot. We're not on the knee for this crescent. Little bit different plane here. You're tapping into kind of a stronger powerhouse, especially in the solar plexus. Inhale, lengthen, step into your power. Exhale, hinge and hover. Again, inhale, up. Exhale, hover. Last time we fly. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands move to heart. Fly into your Virabhadrasana 3. Left foot super flexed. And then from here, knee to knee, Shiva squat or Kundalini squat. Beautiful. And then left foot meets the right. Stand up. Your right foot houses most of your weight for your tree pose on this side. Left foot underneath the knee, on top of the knee, whatever you choose. 5 breaths here, single pointed focus. Find something that's not going to move. You can keep your hands at your heart, or you can send them up to the sky, side body, whatever feels good for you. 5 breaths. I'm going to exit the pose. 4 more rounds of breath on your own. Beautiful. We'll take both feet down. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, reach and lean over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, reach and lean over to the left. Inhale up and exhale, swim down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands. Let's walk or float it back. Down dog, you have the option to take a vinyasa there if you need one. We will wait for you in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, chin or chest. Plant the foot in between the hands. Dial down the back heel. We're circling up to warrior two on the left. Left foot's forward, huge external rotations in both legs. Beautiful. Inhale, flip your front palm, reach up and back, reverse. And exhale, right knee bends for your Skandasana. Again, if you missed it, it's an inhale, reverse. Exhale, right knee will bend. And you can take a big open arm diagonal here. You can also flex, tilt the pelvis, tuck the chin. Beautiful. We'll all take our hands down, walk it to the front of the house. Curl under the right toes. Big crescent lunge on the in-breath. Notice your power here. This is a huge energy exchange. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, sink and soften. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. Steeple your fingers if you'd like. Exhale, hinge, hover. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hinge, hover. Last time we fly. Inhale, up. And exhale, take flight. Right foot is in flexion. If you fall out, get right back up. Meet me here. Warrior three. On your next out breath, knee to knee, Kundalini squat. Beautiful. And then right foot meets the left, rise up. This time all the weight is in your left foot. We find Vrksasana. Right foot goes underneath the knee, maybe on top of the knee. Your hands you choose. We have 5 breaths. In through the nose, belly, ribs, chest. Out through the nose, maybe constrict the back of the throat, chest, ribs, belly. Beautiful. Last round of breath here together. Gorgeous. And then right foot meets the left. You're at the top of your mat. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, walk or float it back. We're taking a vinyasa. And then chest down, belly down. Tee out your arms. We're TPing the right hand, so fingertips on your mat. You're rolling the body over to the right. So you're finding a beautiful extension with the left hand, rolling over your left shoulder. You can open up as much as you can through the hip to facilitate a shoulder opener. You can take this back hand to meet your fingers, or you can keep it as a kickstand. Beautiful. Let's take it over to the opposite side. Extend your right arm, TP your left fingers. We're rolling over our right shoulder. Let the breath start to soften. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Underneath, hands underneath your shoulders. We're coming back into that box pose, that quadruped. Cross the ankles, come all the way down to your back. Pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a big hug. Feet go high. And now we'll take our right heel to the ground, extend your left leg, just like we started. From here, we'll take our nose to our knee, feeling a little bit warmer, a little bit more open. This time you square off your elbows so you really use the strength of your biceps to pull your leg closer to your knee, and then take the head back down. One more round of breath. Bend your right knee. Place it on the mat. Take your left ankle to the top of your right leg. We'll pull everything in towards the midline here. This is your supine pigeon. Beautiful. Slowly start to unravel. Take both feet up again, tee out your arms. Point and flex the feet. Draw infinity symbols to give your lumbar spine a nice massage. And it's at this time in the practice I invite you to turn inward and move into the gratitudes. 3 things you're thankful for today, big or small, mundane or magic. Beautiful, and we'll stay, right foot will stay up, left leg extends to the floor. Use your biceps, square off your elbow, nose to knee, get the forehead to the shin. And then put your head back down, foot stays up right where it is. Beautiful. Take your left knee, bend it, heel down. Take your right ankle to the top of your left thigh, and we'll pull everything in towards the midline for your supine pigeon. That right foot remains flexed to protect your right knee and kneecap. We'll be here for just a couple more rounds of breath. I want you to really focus on extending the length of your exhalation. Deep breath in, deeper breath out. And on a cellular level, this is signaling to your body, especially to your nervous system, you are safe. Evoking that rest and digest movement within the body. Last 2 rounds of breath here. We'll slowly unravel our feet. Heels come in close to the sits bones. We'll take a bridge to finish out our practice. If you have a full wheel, you're more than welcome to go there. Instead, start to peel up from the pelvic floor. So like you're giving yourself, a Kegel. Engage your pelvic floor muscles, your bathroom muscles. This is our Uddiyana Bandha. That was your Muladhara Bandha. So we want to engage the bathroom muscles, the pelvis, and the belly. On your next in-breath, we're scooping up, lifting through your lumbar, your middle back, your thoracic, staying here, palms flat. Heels drive in, hips come up, squeeze your glutes for 3, 2, and 1. Bone by bone, come all the way down. We'll do that one more time. Your next inhale, peel up from the pelvic floor, coming all the way to your shoulder blades. And then bone by bone, come all the way back down. Knees to chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock from side to side. And we'll tee out our arms. Take a deep breath in. On your out breath, knees go left, gaze goes right for a nice spinal articulation. Coming back to center, breathe in. And on your out breath, knees drop right, your gaze goes left. Beautiful. Coming back to center, Tee out your arms, waterfall pose or Viparita Karani, fresh blood to all the lower extremities. And if you have anything else for your practice, the time is now. If you're ready for your Shavasana, your feet find the wide edges of the mat, like as wide as you can go. You take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale, filling up your belly. Your bottom hand starts to rise, your ribs and your chest. You feel your heartbeat under there. On a slow and steady exhale. Again, inhale through the nose. And last time. Your hands find the space next to your hips, palms face up, ready to receive. And any clinging, any tension in the shoulders, the chest, the feet, on this next round of breath, simply let it go. I'm going to exit the pose, and I'll mind the time. I'll give you a couple minutes in Shavasana. And Shavasana is most of the time the most forgotten pose of our practice because it's at the end and everybody wants to roll up and go. But let your body assimilate the pranayama, that's all the breath work, and the asana, the postures. It becomes a part of you. It's so important. Just a couple minutes here, I'll mind the time. You will hear a chime to signal the end of your meditation. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Breathe and rest. Please stay here for as long as you need to. It's been my honor to guide you through your practice. All my love, all my light, and all my blessings. Namaste.